These are the best artifacts in solo leveling Arise. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman here, coming to you today with the best artifact pairings in solo leveling Arise. So guys, it's been a while since we talked about the best artifact combinations, and honestly, recently, if you watched a few of my recent videos, I've been talking about kind of a 3-set meta. So I think now's the perfect time to talk about each and every best set. So strap in. I have 5 top DPS sets that you guys definitely want to be using for your story modes, for your Workshop of Brilliant Light, for your simulation gate, and everything in between. But before we talk about that, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. YouTube tells me a good amount of you might not be subscribed, so consider subscribing to the channel, turning on post notifications so you don't miss a live or an upload, and of course support your boy NoGoodEman on that Netmobile website. That way you guys get free codes, and of course redeem the 2 newest codes in the comment section below, also in the description. Those will get you 250 essence stones each. So enjoy. Now let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Honorable mention, I'm gonna start off with an honorable mention because honestly I do feel like that we do got to talk about this set, but definitely the Warmonger set. Now I'm not going to give you a pairing for this, but I'll just say any artifact set that I talk about on the right side, you can kind of imagine it with the Warmonger set. But the Warmonger set is the left side artifact, and what this does is the 4-set effect. When the user's attacks hit, their attack and defense will increase by 3% for 8 seconds. So this can stack up to 8 times, and this is very good, not only for your DPS units based off attack, but for your DPS units based off of defense as well. So you want to thank Charlotte and the boy Thomas Andre. So with that, you guys can get a 24% defensive and attack uptime. So this honestly would be very good for Sun Jinwoo as well, because he's getting an attack boost while getting a defense boost. So something like the Beru chapters, he might need something like that, right? Because we're gonna fight a monster of untold proportions. So definitely you might want to look at this. So I definitely wanted to talk about this just in case, right? Jeju Island comes through and we're getting one shot. Warmonger set might be the set to be making right now. So definitely that's going to be an honorable mention. But guys, going into number 5, you see it on screen right now. Number 5 is going to be the recent meta I've been talking about, the 3-piece set. So 2-piece curse, 2-piece 1-hit kill, and then 4-piece obsidian necklace, guys. Now pay attention here, guys, because this is honestly insane. At the 4-set effect, you can get a 60% damage increase from outstanding ability from the obsidian bracelet. At the 2-set effect, you guys can get a damage dealing increase of 10%, and then you can eventually get an uptime of another 10% at your max stats, meaning you guys can get uptime of 80% damage increase when you're at max stacks. Now pairing that with 1-hit kill, which is in Thomas Andre's kit, and you definitely want to have this will give you a 25% ultimate skill damage increase, guys. This is an insane combo, and you guys literally have to try out this set. And not to mention, not only is this good for things like Thomas Andre or characters like Thomas Andre, but any unit that is based off an alt kit, you can literally pair this on this. So you can take this exact artifacts, put it on Charlotte, put it on Chahe, and you guys will not be disappointed. Number 4 is gonna be an oldie but a goodie. We're talking about the 4-piece toughness set paired with the 4-piece expert set. This is honestly a very good pairing for early on players if you're just getting into solo leveling Arise, or if you're at the midpoint level where you're starting to get around maybe like the Baruka chapters, Kargalgan chapters. Hell, this could even be an endgame set. Honestly, guys, 4-piece toughness, you can never go wrong with this. At the 4-set effect, you're getting an increased critical hit damage increase of 32%, while also getting an increased crit hit rate of 8%. Again, crit is something you always want in your kits, unless you're Choi Joning, but of course we're not talking Choi Joning. Now, of course, guys, for the boy Sun Jinwoo, this is obviously very good. And then some characters that I do love using this exact set with, right here, Lee Bora is a character with a lot of crit built into her kit. So characters that usually complement with crit will benefit from a toughness set as well. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. But of course, over crit might also put you in another good spot. So that's something to think about. And then of course, the expert set, increasing your attack as soon as you guys land critical hit damages. There is honestly not a better pairing in the game. This was the most used artifact sets before all the burning artifacts did come through. So this was dominant in the early game, late game, and even end game for months. So definitely we did have to include that in the list. Number 3 is gonna play into the recent changes to the artifact meta. I'm gonna introduce something new to you guys. I'm talking about the 4-piece curse paired with the 4-piece behemoth or executioner or 4-piece berserker. Now, I know that sounds weird. Nobody's really said the berserker sets, but guys, honestly, if you look at the details, executioner and berserker literally go hand in hand, and I might even argue that the berserker set might be the better of all 3 of the newer sets that got buffed. If we're talking about executioner, berserker, and the outstanding ability, these all 3 allow you to have a 60% damage dealing at the maximal interval when the conditions are met. But for the berserker sets, all you need is your HP to be lower than 70%. So if you're dealing with a hard boss, you shouldn't be playing perfect. You might get hit. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, if you're dealing with a really hard boss, berserker could honestly be beneficial. Now, if you're just a whale or a strong monarch, I don't see this being too beneficial for you, but I'm kind of splitting what I'm saying is the best set here. So you can think of it as 4-piece executioner, you can think of it as 4-piece berserker, whichever one you use. And like I said, it will vary which one you do use, but let's not ignore that 60% damage increase effect that you will get at whatever HP condition. If your opponent's enemy HP is lower than 70%, that is when you'll get an increased buff, and that is super insane, and that's a very low condition. Let's be honest, it's gonna be very good. Pairing that with 4-piece curse, so through that, you guys will have the ability to have a 30% damage dealing increase. Combining that with a 60%, you guys will have a high amount of damage dealt to your opponents. And then characters that I like this for, right on screen, Alicia Blanc, she's definitely a very good character I could see this with. I also would like this on Thomas Andre. Again, I do suggest that for hard content, you guys will have to rely on the executioner set, because as soon as you get under 70%, you will get that nice buff of 60% damage increase. At number 2, we have the 4-piece curse paired with the 4-piece expert set. From the B set, guys, this is honestly the greatest meta ever invented. It's the best meta in the game. It was the best meta in the game. It's obviously number 2 right now, but honestly, number 1 is just so versatile that I will have to call a spade a spade. So really, the B set still has a high damage scaling, but again, the downfall of the B set, or why it's not number 1, is that attack word. So with the expert set, when landing a critical hit, the user has a whatever chance to increase your attack by 0.8% at the 2 set, and then 1.6 at the 4 set, and then it's a 50% chance at the 4 set, and then a 25% chance at the 2 set. So again, this is a very good set. This is a meta set. You definitely want to use this on all your characters that do scale off of attack and that also do have a lot of hits embedded into their kit. So you want to think Amami Amire, you want to think Chahe, and then especially your boy's son Jinu. And then of course there's other attack units you can use this on that do crit, but those are probably the best characters you will end up using it on, guys. And then there was one. At number 1, we have the 4-piece curse paired with the 4-piece obsidian necklace. This will allow you guys to have a nice amount of damage increase. And why it's at number 1 is because this is probably the newest meta for a lot of players. I'm gonna say it right now. The damage increase effect, you guys will get this almost instantly, and that is insane. This allows you to clear content with a high amount of ease and less stress. So with that, this is the best set in the game. You definitely want to build this one out. If you didn't play too much with your obsidian sets, you're definitely building your obsidian sets now. So I think within the last update, a lot of players are starting to rely on that astounding ability set. And I do want to say that if you want to clear content easy, or if you want to farm content, that is the best set where you want to do it, because that's going to help you clear each and everything as fast as possible. So if we're talking about an encore and an instance dungeon, a gate, battlefield of chaos, simulation gate, hell, if you're starting to farm workshop or brilliant light, whether it's easy, normal, or hard mode, that's very good for that. Battlefield of trials, story mode, guys, honestly, 4-piece curse and 4-piece obsidian is one of the most versatile sets, because not only can you just use it on almost any DPS unit, but you can literally use it across different scaling types. So whether you're a defensive scaler, whether you're a HP scaler, or whether you're an attack scaler, honestly, there's a lot of units that do benefit from this 2 sets. So with that, what do you guys think of the best artifacts in the game? Go ahead and leave your thoughts, theories, and comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.